Today is a momentous day for all of us here at JFK as we start a new journey under Browns Investments.
We as JFK have endured a torrid year, and I would once again like to appreciate the way in which everyone has contributed in one way or another to helping us navigate these various challenges. The sense of teamwork and initiative has been outstanding. At Kamantha, you can be assured that you are taking on a team who are up for a challenge and one which will emerge much stronger. I'd like to take this opportunity to also thank the London team for all of the support that they have provided throughout this sort of last year or so, just over a year. The whole of the London exec and their functional heads have had to burn the midnight oil on our behalf on numerous occasions this year. We have valued this support, and it will no doubt take a while before we get used to the change in relationship that this transaction brings. James, please convey our sincere gratitude to the members of the team who are not here today. We really do appreciate the support that we've had. Thank you. To Kamantha, you are taking over a really fantastic business, albeit at a really low point at the moment, which means, of course, that there is ample opportunity for improvement. We look forward to working with you and your team in taking this business into the second century. The pace of change in the Kenyan tea sector continues to accelerate, and we will need to be as nimble as possible to stay ahead of the pack. It has been said before, but I would like to reiterate that whilst the nature of our relationship with Sasa will change, in many aspects there will be no change. We will continue to be the source of their green leaf, made tea, firewood, and so on.
The community is the foundation of our business here in Kericho, and we look forward to growing the business for the benefit of everyone.
But firstly, I'd just like to pass on my thanks to Simeon and the whole team for all the hard work they've done. As you heard, it's a very, very experienced management team, an average of 19 years. So thank them for all the work that they've done to make this the great business that it is today. Also to welcome Kamantha and his team as the new investor in JFK, or as it's now going to be Browns Plantations Kenya. You're inheriting a great team. It's a magical place. I've only been managing director for 12 months, but Kericho has a very, very special place already in my heart. We'll continue to be frequent visitors here because we still have the Salsa tea extract factory, which is based on the estate here, so that will still be owned by James Finley. So we look forward to a continued long-term partnership with the Browns team going forward. And also we'd like to welcome the Kipsigis Highlands and the community as investors in the business. It's right and proper that you should have part ownership of the business. It is a great business, and they look forward to your experience as well to make this an even better business in the years to come.
First of all, I'd like to thank Simeon, and I'll have a chance to thank you personally later, but I just want to thank you for telling me how many trees there are on the plantation. I was standing next to the ambassador in the bathroom and he asked me and I didn't know. But with all that list of superlatives, Simeon, it seems to me that Kamantha, you've got an absolute bargain. So congratulations for that. And well done, by the way, for having your branding up and ready already. That's fantastic. For me, this is a sort of bittersweet day in a way. I have, just like James was saying, I have superb memories of Kericho and Bomet. And I remember, I think it was in 2016, coming here for the first time, flying from Wilson Airport, over the Rift Valley, the Mao Forest, you get to the farmland, you eventually get to the tea plantations, and it was an absolutely magical sight for me. I must admit, though, that there was a little bit of concern as we got closer and closer to the ground, and I couldn't see a runway. But eventually, it came into view, and we did land safely. James Finley Kenya has been an extremely important part of the Finley's group for well over 100 years. And I think the team here and the business here is rightly known internationally in the tea industry as one with excellent staff, an excellent attitude to sustainability, great work with the local community, for the local community, but also with the support of the local community. And I think that's admired around the business. Two notable developments quite recently. One, well, I say recently, given the length of time that we've been here, it's fairly recent. One, of course, is the Salsa tea extracts factory, which we will continue to own and manage. And something that I think is important as well is the Swire Masters Scholarships that gives young students from Kericho and Bomet the chance to have an education overseas, and I think that's admirable. James has already said thank you to the local community. I mean, we wouldn't be able to thrive as a business if it weren't for the many groups, including the local government, or shall I say local governments, but groups like the Gippsland Highland Multi-Purpose Cooperative Society. I hope I got that in the right order. That's the full title, and as James said, I think that we are very proud and pleased, and I'm sure I speak for Browns when I say that having you as part owners of the business, I think is absolutely the right thing for us. So thank you for being here as well. So, we look forward to a new chapter. This isn't saying goodbye. We will retain management and ownership of the Salsa factory. So, Kamantha, we look forward to being your biggest customer, demanding, no doubt, but I think from what I've seen already, I think the level of trust is high. Browns took over our tea estates in Sri Lanka in 2021 and have done a very great job there. And I think that Kamantha and his team have a good vision, great vision actually, for the tea plantations here. So I wish you the very best of luck with that. Kwaheri ya konana. Asanteni sana wote. Tutakumbuka nyinyi kila mara.
It gives me great pleasure that Gippsland Islands is among the invited participants to grace this momentous and auspicious occasion of handing over of James Finley Kenya Limited to Browns and Gippsland Islands Multipurpose Cooperative Society. That enters into my heart. We are making history, and we are delighted to have been considered as a model cooperative society to host the shareholding on behalf of the members and the community in this region. We are looking forward to getting better business opportunities in the industry and beyond in partnering with the international companies like Browns and James Finley. Of immediate strategic partnership with will be getting a wider market, latest technology, mechanization, diversification, for example, value addition and specialty teas. In this regard, and for purposes of representation, Gippsland Island Board of Directors, presided over by the Minister of Cooperative, who is present here. Our SCCO is present here. On behalf of the Commission, elected and appointed Ambassador Joshua K. Terer as an additional director to the new company. We are a young cooperative of 10 years since inception, and we need every assistance for us to grow. We are forever thankful to James Finley Kenya, Browns who have assisted us, our strategic partners like Cooperative Bank in Kenya, Kericho branch, Cooperative Society is present in this region, having in mind Sinendet Tea, Chepchabas Cooperative, Mauti Cooperative, Finlay's Outgrowers Group, and the Government of Kenya, Bomet and Kericho counties. We are really grateful. Thank you very much for being partners in this great business. God bless you.
I will be very brief. I think mine was just to come and witness the handing over and taking over of our estates. So I've come here as a stakeholder, bearing in mind that a sizable piece of land that is under the estate is falling under Bomet County. So that's the main reason why I'm here on behalf of all the residents of Bomet, so that when issues are raised, I will say I was there, and I confirm that it was handed over. I want to take this opportunity, secondly, on behalf of all the residents of Bomet, to welcome our new friends officially. I want to believe that we'll have an opportunity maybe later on when they have settled, so that at least you are introduced to not all the residents, but at least the leadership of Bomet, so that we agree on how we'll move on and how we'll partner and how we'll support your business, because your success will also be my success as a governor. It will be success of the leadership of Bomet and Kenya in general. Otherwise, I want to assure you of my support as you come in. Of course, in any family, you would miss to have challenges. But when we have commitment and when all of us partner, I want to believe that we shall surmount some of those challenges that will be facing us, either directly in business or even from our local politics. So I want to give you my assurance that all is well, and we are happy that we are having you on board. And one reassuring thing is you are not starting from a scratch. Normally, when we take over government, we inherit all the liabilities and assets. So I'm very sure as Finlay's is handing over, there are also lessons that they have learned. So out of those lessons, I want to believe that you will improve. But I'm not saying that there will be no challenges, but there are lessons that we have learned. We also have lessons that we have learned as a government. And probably we'll have a better relationship, improved relationships, even with the local community. That one I can assure you. Otherwise, I'm happy that I've been given this invitation. We normally say in our community to bring my eyes. On behalf of the leadership of Bomet and the residents of Bomet. Otherwise, karibu sana nyumbani, ita oto gotin, that is what we say. Otherwise, thank you very much. I don't want to say a lot. Of course, there are some discussions which I think we not mention it here, but once you are settled in the office, then probably we'll visit your offices so that we can pick from where we left last time. Thank you. I remember you visited my office when we were having these discussions, and I'm happy that they have been finalized. So once you are settled, I promise that we'll be visiting your offices so that we can pick from where we left. Otherwise, thank you so much and welcome once again. Thank you.
First of all, I take this opportunity to thank both James Finlay's and Browns Investments for inviting me to this landmark historic event. James Finlay's has done a great job of maintaining this and running this for 90 years and leaving a legacy. Browns Investments is the largest tea plantations in Sri Lanka. With the blessings of the Sri Lankan government, always. So we are here, the Browns Investments is here to take forward the legacy which was left by Finlays by holding hands of the Kenyan people. Bomet County Governor, we are here to hold your hands and take forward to the higher levels. Browns Investments, many people will not be aware, they have bigger investments in Africa. But considering everything, today this is the biggest Sri Lankan investments in Kenya. So they should be commended for this. Like James Whitley, they had been here 9 years, these people will be here much longer. We will not be here, I will not be here. But you write these words, they are going to be here. So we welcome the Browns Investments, and we thank James Finlays for the great job you have done. And we will work together because you are our stakeholders, I mean Browns stakeholders. And you have a very dynamic, he's very small mate, but he's too clever. He's one of the cleverest person in Sri Lanka, but not known to many people. Recently, about month or 2 months ago, Mr. Kamantha was here when they were almost finalized the deal with James Finlays, and we were invited by His Excellency Dr. Ruto, and you will not believe he spent 1 hour 10 minutes with Mr. Kamantha. And after he left, he told me, this man is too clever. Yeah. You should not leave him in Sri Lanka, he should be here. So at that time, we thank His Excellency Ruto. He also told, he gave the assurance to us that we have a very dynamic governor in that area who will give all the support, and we are there to back you. So without your support, we will not be able to move forward. They have so many plans how they want to increase the capacity and do many things for the community. We should also thank, so we need your fullest support and cooperation. Governor, we will be working, the Browns Investments will be closely working with you and your office and the community around here. So now they have taken over James Finlays. You should be pushing them to take more plantation because they have the money, they have the capacity, they have the brain. More than the money and the capacity, they have the brain. So this gentleman, please, I'm handing over to you in a good way. Don't leave him. If you leave him, it is very unfortunate. We have to keep him here to make this success. So finally, we wish you all the best, Mr. Kamantha, the Browns Investment Chairman. And thank you very much, Mr. Philippa, for handing over this legacy to another magnet here, T magnet, T plus magnets in Sri Lanka, you would have heard. They are the number one investors local investors in Sri Lanka. So we wish you all the best and God's blessings. At least next time when you come, we will make sure, Mr. Browns Investment will make sure instead of the water, tea will be there. Thank you very much.
I'm very happy today that after about 6 months of continuous efforts that we have finally finalized this particular transition. So I must be much thankful to Finlays team. Yes, as His Excellency said, that you have maintained a very beautiful, fantastic plantations. The decision to go ahead with this plantation was taken by me before landing here. Right. When the same flight went around, And by the time we touched down, I told Ben, yeah, okay, this is done. Right? So after that, so for me it was very simple decision. Of course, after that it took 6 months. Right? So now here we are. Thank you very much, Finlay's team. Thank you very much, Philip. You have a very, very, very excellent team with you. They have done a very excellent job here. And also, thank you very much for our existing management team and all the employees here. You all have a very beautiful plantation. We from our end do whatever that we can do to take it to the next level. And also, I must thank the Kipski Island Society. You know, your decision is the right decision. So we'll work together. We need your support. We need your full cooperation in order to, because we are partners now. So we'll work together to have a better results out of this particular partnership. And Governor, especially from this thing, we need your full cooperation. We hope from our end, whatever that we can give to the community and to society, we will contribute. That's our responsibility. And I want Your Excellency also to, and your team also to work with us together. We'll, whatever the issues or whatever your suggestions, whatever that we'll resolve, we'll sit together as we discussed that day. So, thank you very much. So as His Excellency said, I'm not going to share my wisdom, right? Because I'm very happy today. So we'll slowly, share the wisdom. Okay? Thank you very much.